Good morning, it is Christmas Eve 2024, and today we're going to be trying the Ice Nine Kills coffee titled Sip to Be Scared, based on their song Hip to Be Scared, which is based on the movie American Psycho, which is based on the book American Psycho. So we have a lot of levels to cover here. So part of the issue with filming Cozy Bud on winter mornings is that there's just not enough light to work with, and you could be asking yourself, well, why don't you just get a ring light and set it up? Let me show you the area that I'm working with. This is it. My camera goes here. I have pretty much nowhere to put a light unless I want to open a cupboard and then put a light in there. So unfortunately, y'all are just probably gonna have to deal with it. I could turn on the overhead, but let me show you the problem with that too. Looks better over here, but once I come over here, you have this halo effect and my face is partially shadowed. I could keep it on, I guess. Andy, what are you crying about? What are you crying about? I know. And here it is. Sip to Be Scared by Ice Nine Kills. Smells incredible. Now the box that this came in, this is a white box with red tape around it that said Psychos Only. And if you're not in the know, Ice Nine Kills call their fans Psychos. So we got Spencer on the front in his best Patrick Bateman cosplay. And on the back it says, "This tasty alibi showers your palate in chocolate sorbet, berry spritzers at Fluties, and candied nuts at Nell's." Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. As much as a huge horror fan that I am, I have not seen American Psycho. And I have not read American Psycho. I own the book, and I do plan on reading it, but I have not seen the iconic movie American Psycho with Christian Bale. So I don't know what Fluties is, and I don't know what Nell's is, but I appreciate the song. It's probably my favorite song off of Welcome to Horrorwood, and that music video is incredible. Anyway, it really does smell just right out of the bag. So let's crack it open. And thankfully this is a Ziploc bag, so I don't have to get out a chip clip or roll it over. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Alright, that's been added. I had a disaster with this coffee maker the other day because the filters I bought for it are too big for the basket. So I had a issue where the filter like caved in on itself, so my coffee maker basically flooded and the grounds got into my coffee and it was a mess. Lesson learned, buy smaller filters. Gonna click that on and then let it brew. So since this is an end of the year Cozy Bud, and I'll talk about it more in my end of the year address video that I do every year, or at least try to do every year. But this year was marked by a lot of just trying new things, whether it's new video games I probably wouldn't have any interest in, watching new shows, watching different kinds of movies, and stuff like that. Of course, there was, and I'll never shut the fuck up about it, my big Canada trip way back in May. This year was really good for me. It was also really hard for me, and I mentioned this in a previous video, but I had a manic episode that spanned at like 2.5-3 months over the summer, and that was rough and scary, and I never want to deal with that again. But also it's making me reflect on way in my past where I've maybe had periods of just like weirdness, for lack of a better term, and then it's like, oh yeah, that was a manic episode. Duh, of course it was. Aside from that, this is a pretty dang good year. I tried a lot of new video games. I started playing League of Legends, and I'm just gonna say it, I'm having fun playing League of Legends. If you had told me that I would be saying that now 10 years ago, heck, even just like 3 years ago, I would have told you you're a goofball. And yeah, I will admit it's because of Arcane. Arcane Season 2 came out and it was so fucking good. And then I got hyperfixated. A lot of different hyperfixations happened smack dab after another right at the end of this year. Like, I got League of Legends hyperfixated. I got hyperfixated on the show Kamen Rider. I actually started watching Kamen Rider. I'm starting with Kamen Rider Double, or Kamen Rider W, which is really good so far. I enjoy it because I grew up, watching Power Rangers, and Power Rangers is based on Super Sentai, which is created by the same guy who created Kamen Rider, so I'm already familiar with kind of the formula of that type of show. Kamen Rider W is really, really fun, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I'm only 4 episodes in, but it's fun. And now, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 just came out in theaters, and I went and saw it opening weekend. Phenomenal movie. Holy shit. There's a reason people are saying it's the best of the 3 that we have so far, with a 4th on the way, because of course. Sonic 3 is really good, so now I'm in the middle of a Sonic hyperfixation. I downloaded and installed both adventure games on my computer, and I modded them to make sure they run and just don't do any weird glitchy dumb shit, because these are ports. And then another hyperfixation that happened is the game Balatro. I had heard about it so much all throughout the year, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna see what this game is all about. And then almost 14 hours later, I'm like, yeah, I understand why people love this game. I bought it last Tuesday, did a video, then I worked a couple of days, and then I had a ton of days off. So it's only been a week as of this recording of me having that game, and I've put 13.5 hours into it, which is insane. I don't think I've done that with a game since probably American Truck Simulator, because that's my put on YouTube in the background while I do American Truck Simulator, or with other roguelike games like The Binding of Isaac or Hades. But yeah, there's just a lot of new stuff that I'm trying, and I'm really liking it. I feel like in order to grow as a person, you kind of have to push your boundaries a little bit as far as stuff you might not be into. I never thought I would be into League of Legends, because I tried Smite several days ago, and I was like, not really into this. Not really into MOBAs. And then I actually tried League of Legends, and it's like, oh, I'm actually having fun with this. And it's the same with roguelike deck builders. The only roguelike deck builder I've liked so far really was Slay the Spire, and then Balatro came out and I tried that and I was like, fuck, this is awesome. And then even with Kamen Rider, yeah, it's a Power Rangers-ish show, and I'm already predisposed to liking that sort of style of show, but I just didn't think that I would be as into it as I am, you know? And then, take a drink, because I'm mentioning the Canada trip again. If you had told me even just a couple of years ago, hey, you're gonna hop on a plane by yourself just out of the blue, out of nowhere, and go to a different country, I would have told you you're a goofball. But I did that, and that was very scary and stress-inducing, but I did it, and it went off without a hitch. You know what? If nobody else is proud of me for everything that I've done this year, I'm proud of me. bit.ly/shadowjams. Get yourself a mug right now. Alright, coffee's done brewing, so let's peep. Make sure I don't overflow. Ooh, that was actually just enough for this mug. Incredible. Ooh, let me just tell you, that smells so dang good. Alright, so, as is tradition, we have to try it black first. Nothing in it, no sugar, no creamer, just a straight out of the pot. Okay, that is really nutty. That does have really nutty notes to it. Not so much of the chocolate sorbet. I know it said candied nuts and chocolate sorbet, but I'm getting a lot of the nuts. What else am I looking for in this? Berry spritzers. I don't know about that one. I don't know about the berry, but the nuts, definitely there. And today's creamer of choice is just Meyer brand French vanilla. And I'm not gonna put that much into it, just a little bit of a whoop, and done. I've added 3 spoonfuls of sugar, which is about my limit anymore. I used to do 4, and then that was just making the coffee taste too sweet, and now I just do 3. 3 I feel like is the sweet spot. When I order coffee in though, I usually do 2 cream, 2 sugar, and that's usually good enough. But I mean, fast food coffee or chain coffee is usually already it's super sweet, so alright, bottoms up. That one. Okay, I know I feel like I say this a lot, but the French vanilla actually brings out more of the sweetness of the coffee. I'm not getting a lot of the French vanilla taste that you usually get. I am getting more of what was advertised. That was a lot more candy sort of feeling with a little bit of chocolate. It did kill the nuttiness though. Not as much of that. It's more of the candied chocolate. It's kind of it's almost like M&M's in a weird way. The way that this tastes is it's like if you did a hybrid M&M and Skittle. And I know that sounds bad, but I'm telling you right now, in coffee form, it's working out very well. Now, would I recommend this to the average coffee drinker? Probably not. It might be a little too sweet for some people's tastes, but I do like a sweet, nice tasting coffee, so this is perfect for me. The only thing I wish that they could have done with this coffee is that once it's brewed, maybe it comes out red like it's blood. I feel like that would fit more of the Ice 9 Kills theming with this coffee than being, kind of fruity. It's really good. If you want to get yourself a bag, you can stab the link in the description. Not sponsored, of course. However, I am affiliated with Top of the Morning Coffee, so if you go to topofthemorningcoffee.com/MattBird and use code MattBird at checkout, you can get 20% off your first order. I messed up the percentage when I originally filmed the video. And again, if you want a Shadowsense mug, you can go to bit.ly/shadowjams. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Spencer, you guys created a killer coffee. Thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll stab you guys next time. Bye-bye.